and today I'm going to teach you about the Titanic. The Titanic was a ship that set sail on April the 10th, and it was going from England to New York. It was called the Ship of Dreams. But the sad thing was it sank because of an iceberg. Causing 9,000 tiny particles to go into the ship. Okay, but if it had only 4 compartments only 4 compartments filled with water, okay, it would survive. It will go up, up, up. But if it had 5, I mean, it would definitely sink. So most of the crew died, sadly. But nobody knew until it was a bit too late. Because they only knew 1 hour after the sinking started. So it was already up here. It was already gone from 3rd class to 2nd class. It was getting to 2nd class. People were trying to get out, head out. People were trying to head out, trying to get to lifeboats, but the sad thing was there wasn't enough lifeboats for half of the people on board. So, but even sadder was that they only filled up 10 people in the first lifeboat that went. So it barely held any people. It could hold 70. And then the other one, boat B, it turned over in the water. Let's pretend this is the water level. It turned over. That's boat B. B boat. People were trying to, so their boat didn't get swamped. People were trying, so imagine that lady got into a lifeboat. She got onto a lifeboat. This kept on, going over, until the last thing you could see was the name Titanic, and then it went under. Titanic. But if I grab a banana, bananas. But if I rub all of this off, let me show you the real way the Titanic actually sank. It didn't just go down like this, down. It went like this. It went like this. So this is the sea level. This is the boat. That part's underwater. It snaps. Clack, crack, crack, crack. Bye bye, other part. Breaking into tiny little particles. So it went all the way to the bottom of the ocean. But this bobbed around for about 5 minutes before going down, down, down. And the last thing that they saw written on the Titanic was this word. Titanic. Liverpool. Titanic, Liverpool. Because that's where it was made. It was made by White Star Line, which was the best ship company in the entire world at that time. White Star. No. Line. Right, Star Line. But the captain didn't grab a belt. He just stayed in his room. Stayed in his room until it came in, washing him away to die. But he stayed in because he thought it was his fault. But there was this funny part in the movie Titanic, which I've watched a lot of the time. So this man says, the boat can't sink, the boat cannot sink. And then one of the crew members said, I assure you, it could. It's too funny. So there was a boat closer than the Carpathia, which was called, I can't remember what it was called. It started with an O, though. But then the Carpathia came to save it. There was a boat closer, like I've just told you. But that one didn't pick up the distress call, which was SOS, Save Our Souls. That came up to pick up all the survivors. But most of them, the dead people, were at the very bottom of the ocean. There is a place where all the Titanic people who have died are grave, and recently they found out one of their names. It was a 1-month-old baby called, I think it was Matilda. And then, but there's one person in common in all these stories, and that girl is called Violet. She survived all 3 boats, but the Titanic was probably a worse one, I'd say. So she was in 3rd class. Metal bumped onto her while she was sleeping, and water just spilled over. But she swam somehow to a lifeboat, and they let her go. Lifeboat. Do, 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 do. Yes. That's all for today. Bye!